How is it possible that for the same piece of work, some creatives are able to charge $50,000, whereas others struggle to charge $500? Is the quality of work that much better? It is actually due to three much more simple reasons that have very little to do with the work itself. And the good news is that any creative person can start using them today to start charging what they are worth and start making the money that they deserve. In case you don't know me, my name is Robert Patton, and I've helped over 100 creative agencies to charge what they're worth and dramatically increase their profits. The primary reason that you are not able to charge your worth is that you are selling your services wrong from the first place. You are not focusing on the outcome, but you're actually selling it like you would sell a pen. And you don't sell pens. You sell your services to achieve an outcome. So let's say that you are a web design agency, and rather than actually looking at what the client is struggling with and what they want to accomplish, you focus on the features. What are the modules that they want? What are the pages that you need? How much copy do you want? What exactly is it going to look like? Do you want this? Do you want that button? Do you want this? Is it this particular piece of development or this particular piece of code? Is it this particular piece of integration? Not saying that those pieces are not important, but that's not how you make the sell. And that's your fault. You have regulated yourself to being a pair of hands. And that's not what you are. So instead of actually starting the conversation around what are the features that the person needs, what you should be starting the conversation is, where's their website now? What is not working? Why are they redesigning it in the first place? They have done things up until now. You are not the first person that they've spoken with. You're likely not the first person that they've spoken with. And likely not the first time that they have tried to solve this problem. They have a business that they are looking to grow, and the website that you are going to deliver is a tool. But you are the advisor that's going to help them create the tool to achieve the outcome. So your questions need to be completely different, and you need to flip it on its head. You need to first ask, what is the traffic that you're getting to your site right now? Well, and how much conversion are you getting from that? I'm going to assume that you're able to do X. Is that right? No, actually, we're doing Y, and it's substantially less than that. So you're starting the conversation from where they are now. All right, so let's talk a couple years down the line. What have you accomplished over the last couple of years to allow for you to be able to be happy in your growth? And in order to be able to do that, the website that you are selling is a catalyst, is the tool for them, the pen in this example, to get them to where you need to be. But you are the mechanism that is going to wield that tool. So you're not selling hammers, you're selling a home in this example for the client. So sure, you're going to need a hammer, but you need a contractor, you need an architect, and you are those people that is going to help them turn what would be drywall into the home of their dreams. And you have created the relationship where you have become the pair of hands rather than the advisor. So flip the script. So now that you're having the right type of sales conversation with your prospective clients, you also need to be making sure, are we talking to the right people? So in order for you to be able to make a sale, you need to be having a conversation with the right person in the right situation with the right mindset. So who is that person? What is the persona? What are they thinking? Are those people willing to invest? So when you think about this, think about platforms like Upwork, 99 Designs. The people that are on those platforms are likely looking for cheap work and quite simply are not actually looking to invest to the tune that you want to be charging. Likely, depending on where you are in your career. It's analogous to Tom Ford, for example. If they were looking to open up a flagship store, are they going to open it up in Beverly Hills or in the bad part of town? They have to know that the income level is there, that they have the right education level, that the demographic of the people that are going to be passing by that store can afford their products. And if they can't, then what's the purpose? They are thinking about it from a very business-minded perspective, and so should you. So here's the types of things, the soft-oriented things that you need to be thinking about that are a little bit different than would have been for Tom Ford. Have they felt the pain? Have they already tried to solve this on their own? Do they understand that they need you, that they need outside help to be able to accomplish their goal? Are they willing to invest in that? You need to be sure that you're talking to the right people that are in the right place in their lives to be able to make the sell. Let's say that you are a branding agency, for example. You're selling logo marks, brand identity, brand messaging, and your price point is $250,000. Are you going to be talking to someone that has just launched their business, that is bootstrapping it and doesn't have any investment? Probably not. But that person that just closed a $100 million round or is at a place with $10 million in revenue and are looking to grow to $100 million, are they willing to invest in a brand that costs $250,000? Probably. And so who is that person? What is their mindset? What are they thinking? And what do they want? And you need to know exactly who that person is that's willing to pay for your service. Otherwise, you're barking up the wrong tree. So now you're having the right sales conversations and you're talking to the right people. The next piece is that you need to be at the right level yourself. So you need to spend more time investing into your own skill set, into who you are and what it is that you do. So many agencies spend far too much time investing in being a generalist, doing 12, 15, 20, 100 different types of things, rather than focusing on just one or two things that they can do amazingly well, that they know better than they know the back of their hand. And understanding the nuance of that specific service and of that specific client so that they can dig incredibly deep. Explain the issues that that client is facing better than they could have ever articulated themselves. So in this example, the prospective client is able to share a symptom that they are having. And you're like, oh, when I see that, that usually means this. Is that true for you? And so in that situation, you're able to better articulate and better understand what they are experiencing than they could have already told you. You're able to give them insight, knowledge, viewpoint into something that they could not get anywhere else. I want you to think about it the same way as a doctor. When you go to a doctor's office and you have a symptom, the doctor is going to ask a couple of questions, do some tests, have an understanding, and here's the actual thing, but they have the knowledge, the insight. You have the trust in that individual that they're going to be able to find the underlying problem. And that is exactly the position that you need to have. You need to be the advisor. And really important here is that you need to understand that there are a couple of things, a couple of factors that have a direct impact into the amount of money that someone is willing to pay for a service. It is the perceived risk that they have in the money that they are going to be outlying and what is the risk associated with not getting the outcome, assurance in getting that outcome, belief in self, belief that I can have that even possibility in the first place, and then belief in you, that you have done this before and that you can get them to where they need to go. Without that, you will be competing on price. If you are a creative that wants to go from charging $500 to $50,000 for a project, here are the 4 things that I want you to remember. The first is you need to invest in yourself. You need to refine your skill so that you are worth that higher price. Number 2 is you need to ditch that tired sales script. It isn't working. You're not creating connection. You need to get rid of it. Number 3 is you need to connect with your prospects about their goals and challenges. Have a meaningful conversation about what they're looking to accomplish out of your service and working with you. And number 4 is review with them your system, your proprietary process that allows for them to have success every time. The conversation largely needs to be around here is where I am right now, and here's where I'm looking to go. And that you are the bridge or the go-between that is going to allow for them to have that success. When you're able to do those items, you're able to have price no longer be an important factor, but the outcome being the most important. So now you know how to 10x your rate, and you're going to have some additional profit to invest in growing your agency and potentially hire someone to be able to help you with the tasks that you no longer want or have the time to manage. So check out this video where I explain exactly who to hire at each level in order for you to be able to scale your creative agency without having to go crazy.